Hi all, my name is Fahim and this is my week 8 seminar, and in this video I'll be talking about operating systems. So I wanted to learn about operating systems. I had a curiosity about how everything works. How does the thing we are always using every single day, whenever we use our computers or any device actually, there is an operating system that is running on it, right? If it is on your laptop, then you have Windows or Mac or Linux running, and if it's your mobile phone, then you have iOS or um, Android running, right? So there's OSs everywhere, but I didn't know how they work or what they actually do. I just know that OS is a thing, but I don't know what it actually does and why we actually need it. So this week, since I had to take a seminar video, I thought why not just study about this topic that I have been wanting to know a bit more about. So I watched a few videos and I read a few small articles about some topics, and I'll be trying to share what all I have learned about operating systems. I'll be just talking about the base introduction to just operating systems and what they are. So yeah, let's get into it. So before we talk about what operating systems are, let's think about what it would be like to use a computer if we didn't have an operating system. So if we didn't have an operating system, we have a lot of applications on our computer, right? We have for example, text editors, and you have things to watch videos like video players, and you have your browsers. All of these are applications on your system. So if you actually wanted to use these applications without an operating system, then you would have to tell your computer through code what should happen when you open this specific app, and you should tell the computer what is supposed to happen after you do something on this application. So let's take the example of a text editor. All right, in a text editor, what do we usually do? We usually type on it and the text comes up, and that's basically it, right? It's a very simple thing. If you don't think about things like auto completion and stuff like that, just a simple text editor like Notepad. You just enter the text, you type on your keyboard, and whatever you type comes up on the screen. But even though this is very simple, the computer is very dumb. uh, so we have to tell the computer what should actually happen, every single step of what should actually happen. So this would mean like just double clicking on this icon should open this app, and then typing on the keyboard, this specific key should bring up this specific letter. All of these has to be told to the computer, right? And we can do this way. We could do what we want, but it's very tedious, right? We imagine doing this every single time you want to like open up your browser and go to YouTube. You wouldn't want to watch YouTube then, right? That's very tedious. So this is the pain point that operating systems solve for us. That is the reason why operating systems were made. So now let's talk about what actually an operating system is. Operating system is an interface between the user and the underlying hardware of our computer. It's like a middleman between us and our computer hardware. So what it does is, when we open a text editor, we just have to double click on it, and then everything else is managed by the OS. The OS tells the our computer that this specific app was just opened, so you have to do these and these things, you have to load up these and these things, and these things have to come up on the screen, and what all are the behaviors that you have to show on the screen or in the system. So typing on the keyboard means something should come up on the screen. So all of these are told by the operating system to the hardware. So this is why we have operating systems. All right. So yeah, after that I will be talking about our computer architecture, or our software architecture, not actually the hardware stuff, but what we have inside our computer. I'll be talking about the computer system or structure of computer system. So we have in our computer one or more CPUs, and then we have controllers for our different types of devices. So these, we know what the CPU is. um, I actually want to learn more about that, but I haven't gotten to it yet, so I might be talking about that in a later video. So we have CPUs and then we have our controllers, right? Controllers are what translate everything to our computer. So if we have a USB mouse, then that mouse is controlled by the USB controller, and the USB controller might also be handling the keyboard that is connected through USB, or any other USB devices that you might have, like printers, for example. So in the case of the mouse, how does the computer actually know what is supposed to happen when you move the mouse like this or like this? Everything is told by this controller to our computer what should actually be happening when something is done with our devices. So these are what controllers are, and we might have multiple controllers in our we will have multiple controllers in our system for different types of input and output devices. And all of these are connected by a bus to the memory, right? Everything is connected to the memory by a bus is like a connection system in which everything is connected through a wire, and everything, or this single wire is then connected to the memory, right? That's how buses work. So this is in general the structure of our computer system. All right. And since everything is connected to memory, the operating system also has the responsibility of managing memory effectively, because memory is limited. We don't have unlimited memory on a system. So the operating system has to manage things like what should be getting memory and how much and for how long. All of these things have to be taken care of by the operating system. So this is what allows for us to, for example, I'm recording a video right now. I could just switch to another tab and start watching YouTube videos at the same time. This is allowed because the operating system is handling different things, right? It's handling the memory management for every application. It's not giving just the whole memory and everything to just one application. Then that would mean we would only be able to do one single thing at a time. But the operating system, what it actually does is it manages the memory effectively so that we can do what we want to do, but at the same time we can do multiple things at the same time. So yeah, that's what the main idea of what an operating system is. I hope you understood why we have an operating system and what it actually does. So I have been able to learn a lot from this, just a small excursion into the world of operating systems, and I want to learn more. I might be doing more seminar videos on this. So that's all from me. Thank you.